What's going on, guys? Nick Lesegor here, Exit 12 Homebrew in the house. And I'm here with a Friday brew day. Took the day off to brew a beer, and not just any beer. Weekend mulching blonde ale yet again, and let me tell you why. If you haven't followed me, if you don't follow me on social media, I entered weekend mulching into the first round of the National Homebrew Competition. I placed in bronze. I placed third place in the category, and here I am, advancing to the finals, and the finals are in San Diego, and so I have to brew up another batch. I'm going to take the feedback that I got, and I'm going to apply it to this beer, mainly in the bitterness area. I meant to order a little bit sweeter of a malt. The feedback I got was that the malt, they want the sweetness to come through more and the bitterness to come through less. I meant to order a sweeter malt. Apparently I didn't. I checked the receipt. Small brain. So I'm going to continue with the same grain bill that I have, but I'm going to temper down the hops quite a bit, especially around that, end of the boil area. So we'll see what happens with this beer. I like the original, but I totally understand where the judges are coming from. Either way, the unit is set. We're going to start mashing in, and we're going to get going on this brew day. It's going to be a fun day. 77 degrees out. Either way, it's going to be a fun day of brewing, so let's get started. I'm starting a little bit late today. Gotta do it. Gotta have the Treehouse coffee mug. Keeps it nice and hot. I poured this thing like 35 minutes ago. Took the first sip just now. It's as hot as when I just poured it. It's 10 past 8. So we'll get going now. Okay, trying out a new angle. Sitting at 158 degrees in the strike water. I'm going to turn it down to 152. And I would say that it's about time for us to mash in on this beer. Okay, here we go. 157. Let's mash in on this beer. Take the glasses off first. I'm going to try to mash in a little slower than I normally do. Make sure I soak all the grains. Mash temp down to 152.4. Consistency is really nice and thick. Heat is turned on. Currently sitting at 147 on the unit and 152 on the build-in. Okay, we'll let this sit for 10 minutes. We'll get it going for 3 minutes, and then we'll take a reading. Take a peek. We are pulling nice and clear right now. We're about 25 minutes into the mash. I added half a teaspoon of baking soda. And as I pull this up, I added a half a teaspoon of baking soda, and I'm remeasuring now, and we'll see where I'm at. because the reason why that is because I was a little bit low. I was like 5.18. Am I still zoomed in? I was like 5.18. Looks like my timer just went off. So I'm gonna pull another sample, cool it down, take a reading, and hope we're in that 5.2 to 5.5 range. Okay, with the changes I made, I added a half teaspoon of baking soda because I was sitting at 5.18, and kaboom, shot it right up to within range, 5.47, give it to me. The homebrew gods have started shining upon me in today's NHC second round competition brew day. So yeah, what I was gonna say was, what I would like to start doing is when I'm brewing for competitions, I would, during the canning runs, can off a few extra cans, and then on the day of the competition, drink a can the same day that they're drinking it to see if I get anything. I think that'd be interesting. I mean, I'm not a judge, but just to see, you know, if they call out any type of off flavor, I'd be interested to see what they, you know, if I could pick it out down the line. I'm gonna pop this bad boy up. Do not need this anymore. Take the top off. I'm gonna pull up the grain pipe, the malt pipe, whatever you wanna call it. We're gonna get to sparge, and I'm gonna take a first runnings gravity. I showed you earlier, but the flow, I only had to mix it once, and it was right at the end of the mash when I was going to mash out. But the other thing is, it's looking really clear right now. So super, super clear, which is exactly what you want. It means that there's good flow going on, good conversion is occurring. And it also means good things for my brew day so far. Okay, move it forward a little bit. As expected, the flow is looking solid. Smell-o-vision. We're gonna start, just took a sample, threw it in the fridge, take a first running sample, and now we're gonna start sparging. You working in the shop today? I was gonna say, it can't be a bad day when you're talking about beer all day, Josh. Okay. Hey, coming up to a boil now. Going to take a sample. Hello, Dave's wife. Oh yeah, and there's the mixture of Fuggle, Cluster, and Nugget. Going in 60 minutes. So another cool thing and a product I wanted to show off real quick is by 5 Star. This product, SaniClean, is what I use to clean my brewery. And what's cool about SaniClean is it's low foam. It's basically a low foam version of Star San. Sanitation and 5-Star. 5-Star was great in providing us with a ton of product. These bottles of Sanitation, and then we have some nice tubs of PBW, powdered PBW, for all the entrants in the BrewTubers Online Brewers Club 2024 Fruit Experiment. Videos should be coming out on that soon, probably within the next month or so. And they provided everybody in the club taking part in the experiment with free product, which is really cool. So I'll be sending out one of these, which is 32 ounces, which retails for probably somewhere around $17 to $25, depending on where you get it, maybe 30. Sanitation, again, low foam. You don't need, the temperature range of the water is 50 to 120 degrees, so you don't need to heat it up. 3-minute contact time, and you're good to go. No water needed. So I use this, I'm using it right now to clean my keg, and I use this in everything brewing related. So big thanks to 5-Star for providing this with us. Sanitation, updated formula, I think, because this used to be like a black purplish, a brown purplish, and now it's clear. So aesthetically a little bit more pleasing, but really cool. Big thanks to them. Okay, made a change up. What I decided to do is I'm gonna shut the power off. Instead of doing a 15-minute edition that I normally do, I'm doing a flame out edition. So I decided to change it up a little bit. A little bit over an ounce of Eureka hops. And now I'm gonna throw the chiller in. I'll give this bad boy a little bit of a mixy mix. My pre-boil gravity was 1.047. I was shooting for 1.039. So I'm gonna take an original gravity here once I cool down. My thinking is this is gonna be a high strength blonde ale, and in order to meet the recommendations of the BJCP for the second round, I'm gonna be watering this bad boy down to get within that 5% range. I don't want to water it down too much, just in case I don't attenuate down to where I need to. I am only using 1 packet of yeast, but we'll get a sense of the numbers first and then go from there. I usually throw my chiller in when it's still boiling, but I decided to not do that this time around. So we're going to throw the chiller on, get this thing chilled down, and go from there. Here it is. This is local honey from Beer and Wine Hobby Homebrew Store, an official sponsor of the club out of Danvers, Massachusetts. My end goal is to have my neighbor across the street give me honey off of his hives for this beer. But for now, as he's building up his colony, we're gonna have to use this honey. So I need to put on, I won't do gloves, but because this is, I boiled the glass, so that's why you can tell it's a little viscous. Is that the word, viscous? Anyway, we have to measure out 8 ounces. Oh no. Damn it. This is going to be such a hassle. 8 ounces, okay. Try to do 4 and 4. Okay, 4, close enough, and 4. Ah! The scale is very precise, but it is very difficult to dial in. Not dial in, but it's very close, it's very touchy, which is probably what you want in a scale. There we go. 4 and 4. There you go. 8 ounces of local honey from Beer and Wine Hobby. Bang. Mange. Here we go. Got our transfer tube. Other way. Spread it out. I found that this is a much easier way to transfer your beer than standing over it. this bad boy on. There we go.